everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to talk about Domino, a character that really should be better than what she actually is, at least for PvE. However, unfortunately guys, she just really isn't that strong, and I feel like this character is just going to be an AC unit. Other than that, probably just sit on the shelf, which is pretty unfortunate because, I mean, when you look at her, she looks amazing. Like, she is such a beautiful looking character. They actually made her a little bit thicker than what she normally is, which is a big thumbs up for me. I do think she looks absolutely lovely, but I just think that this is going to be one of those characters that really does sit on the shelf collecting dust, because I feel like a lot of players are just going to feel like she's just underwhelming, which is pretty unfortunate. Now, that doesn't mean that it's all bad for the character. She's very easy to play. She's very prop friendly. They did some nice things for her, but I really do feel like they should do some improvements for her, especially considering some of the characters we've gotten recently, that are like Malekith, Enchantress, Mysterio. I mean, all those characters are very, very strong for being tier 3 characters, and I really wish they would have done kind of the same thing for Domino. It wouldn't have broke the game to make her a little bit stronger than what she actually is, but we all know how Nat Marble likes to do it sometimes. So you guys can see that I got 45,000 attack. You can see my stats are pretty much maxed out for the most part. She does have the Weapon Master tag. However, there's a lot of other characters that have the Weapon Master tag and the Agility tag that are actually level 80, will just actually destroy, and even characters that are level 80 would destroy a lot better than this character, even though she's one of the newer uniforms. You can see my Urus, guys. We just had some 5-star Urus on her, nothing really major, and her Awakened skill does have, you know, pretty much the same old, like, you know, most Awakened skills. It is nice. She has to remove all debuff. That comes in handy, especially against Mephisto, especially considering that she's a speed type. But again, guys, she just doesn't really do enough damage to really justify using her, unless she's one of your favorites. The critical damage by 40% is nice. The 1, the 2 isn't a big deal. The 3. Now, this is where a lot of people feel like she's going to be a PvP character, because she can actually do a counter and ignore iframe. Now, this is pretty damn golden. It really is. She does have a 40% chance to penetrate, but 40% chance isn't a tremendous amount. She does do a lot of hits, and she does have a damage accumulation, which is nice. It's just that this character isn't going to do enough damage, especially at level 70 against level 80 and tier 4 characters. They just have way too much AP, and the fact that they're level 80 over a level 70 character like Domino, they're just going to be dodging a lot of her attacks. So I don't really think in timelines she's really going to prove to be very useful at all. I do think in AC, though, that this is going to be a pretty godly thing to have, and that's kind of where she sits. It is nice they give her the super armor also. The 4 skills, she has a 20% heal, which is good. She has critical rate up by 30%. And then on her 5th skill, she actually has a damage proc by 100%, so you want to put the proc on the 5th skill. And then she has a decreased basic damage from enemies by 40% and increases basic damage dealt to them by 25%, excluding bosses. This should say include bosses, like this should say include bosses, but it doesn't. It is nice she has 3-second invincibility. This will help her keep from getting guard broken, but she does have guard break immunity. So really nice that she does have guard break immunity. It's really nice she has a decreased base damage received. So she's got quite a bit of survivability tools with the heal and the decreased damage received, and the fact that she has ignore iframe. I mean, really in AC, guys, she's going to be a pretty golden character to have. She really will. But when it comes to PvE, as you guys will see, and I mean, as you might have already seen, she don't do you very good. So all you got to do with the rotation is literally hit the Awakened skill 3, 4, 5. And that's pretty much it, guys. You can cancel all the skills, the 3 and the 4. You can cancel the Awaken skill, and you'll do just fine. She's a really, really easy character to play. The 2nd skill does have a nice long iframe, which really helps her survivability. And it's also really nice that she does have a nice long iframe on that 5th skill. That's awesome. I mean, because of the iframes, because of the decreased damage received, because I mean, her heal isn't as good as what we'd like to see, but 20% heal, especially considering the level of stages that she would face, is pretty damn good. Now, she does have a type enhancement of 5, which will come in handy against Mephisto. She has a Stasis Power Ring, I said. She has no artifact. And we're just using a regular free-to-play setup where we're using a critical damage with 140% damage proc, right? Now, our uniform is only a rare because I don't have any more feathers. And here's something that kind of sucks to me, is that her previous uniform, look at the buffs. You know, increase all base attack by 35%, chaining it by 15%. And then, of course, the critical damage buff, 30% chance to do critical damage increase by 100%. Well, it's the same thing. They didn't change anything about her uniform effect at all. And they really should have. they really, I mean, honestly, even if they would have just made this 50% instead of 35%, just 15% more attack, at least it would have been something, right? At least it would have showed they tried to do a little something more for her. Because, I mean, again, if you just buff her up a little bit more than what she is now, it really wouldn't have done anything to the game. It wouldn't have broke the game, especially with all the tier 4s and the level 80s in the game. It just wouldn't have done anything. So I really feel like they kind of dropped the ball on Domino. And if you look at uniform options, guys, we have War Tiger, not very good. We have, you know, Chasm, which is a nice little character, which is a nice little uniform to have. And then whenever you upgrade, you'll actually get Cyclops, which is an outdated uniform, although I do feel like a lot of players are going to have this thing. So let's jump into World Boss, guys, and let's show what good old Domino can do. So we'll just start off against Null. We'll just do a stage 25. Stage 25 with Polaris, who's a massive support, and Valkyrie, who is also massive, especially considering that I have a 6-star artifact on this girl. So we're getting a lot of buffs, all right? Now, the thing that is nice about Domino is that she is extremely proc friendly. She's really fun to play, and I do really like her skills, right? But I just don't feel like they did enough for the character, right? Now, granted, this is only 140% damage proc, right? And granted, it's not a maxed out uniform by any means, okay? But, I mean, the immunity to guard break is nice. It's really going to help her from getting guard broken. We're probably going to get caught in the cage. No big deal. But her survivability is really, really good. And this is going to aid her in AC big time, right? And the fact that she has that counter on that third skill. That's going to aid her a lot. She's going to be pretty devastating in AC. But PvE-wise, I don't think so, guys. I mean, stage 25 on an account with 22% pierce and, you know, over 100% physical attack is not all that impressive. In fact, it's pretty damn bad. It's actually very bad when it comes to actual damage, especially recently considering, you know, the characters that we've been getting, you know, that had just really been doing like stage 40s, 39s with no problem. And here comes Domino that just isn't doing really that well at all, right? Now we're just going to do the first phase here. There we go. Now you got to be pretty quick between that 4 and that 5. But I do like the way she plays. I also like the way on her fist skill, she kind of walks away from the opponent and she's still on an iframe. That is nice. That is really, really nice. And I'm just going to wait for my awakened skill. There we go. Probably come a little bit late. But I mean, guys, look at the, I mean, it just like stage 25. Just, I mean, this took a pretty good while. Now I probably could get the clear, guys. I probably could definitely if I increased her CTP or not increased her CTP, but changed the obelisk and gave her a CTP or just gave her a higher damage proc, like 180, 200% damage proc. We could obviously do this. But I mean, this is stage 25. It's not very impressive, especially with the buffs that she has. It's actually quite bad. So if we jump into Mephisto, where she actually has a type advantage because she has a speed, this is just going to be stage 30, right? Stage 30, all right? And we're using all increased damage to supervillain strikers, right? Just to increase our damage because we don't really have to worry about survivability too much. All right, we're going to do that again because I actually had some technical difficulties. So you got to try that again, man. Let's cue it up. Something I noticed whenever you do play with Domino is sometimes when you proc on the 4th skill, you can actually still do some really, really good damage. But it's not really recommended because a lot of times you don't get the proc from the 5th skill, and you're not in an iframe, so it actually will decrease your survivability quite a bit. She does have some decent AoE on the 5th skill, but if you are a certain distance away from the opponent, you will not be able to run through your skills, and that can be pretty damn annoying, guys. Like, that can be really, really annoying. It's always nice when you play with characters, like whenever you use their skills, that you can just, you know, get it done and murder. And we're not worried about really dying because of all the decreased damage received that she has in her kit. Like, the girl's got a lot of survivability with the iframes, the decreased damage received, and the heal. Like, I mean, she broke that meter fairly quick, which is nice. I mean, that's nice that she did that, but sometimes you'll also notice that the proc does come a little bit late. So I'm just going to kind of wait. Right, go ahead and use, let's get out of there. Get out of there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. There we go. Nice, nice. Wish that proc would have come a little bit earlier so we could have done a little bit more damage. I do love the walk away. That is nice. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Got a little nervous there for a second. And actually, whenever she does do the walkway, it does give her a little bit of distance, which is sweet. We gotta watch out for this. Come on now, come on now. And we have a debuff, so that actually helps out a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to Polaris here. Polaris actually has really good movement speed, and I have found that with Domino, even though her movement speed is pretty decent, it could be a little bit better. You will find against Mephisto that she can have a little bit of trouble outrunning Mephisto whenever he's in his final phase. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I want to use my Awaken skill. And there I actually procced on the 4th skill, and you still actually can do some pretty good damage as long as you actually land the proc, but you really want to hit that 5th skill. Okay. There we go. And she really, like, whenever Mephisto does the 4 phase, wherever those purple bars are facing 4 different ways, she really doesn't take any damage whenever he does that. And that's nice. And that's kind of the shame about the character, is that she has so much survivability, but she doesn't really have the damage. And that's really, really unfortunate. Okay, 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 okay. All right, let's run up here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get out of there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's do it, let's do it. By the way, another reason she'll be really good in PvP is because she actually has Reflect built into her kit, which is actually pretty damn cool. Whoa. Where are you, little pecker? Okay, so now Pecker's going to get big. We're going to switch to Polaris. So we got some good movement speed. Because again, like I said earlier, when it comes to Domino, like her speed, it could be better. Come on over here, buddy. Come on over here. There we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, whenever you use her Awaken skill, you don't really have to worry about getting stunned because she does have that debuff. Oh, crap. These purple attacks, man. Okay, run over here. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right. And if I had her Awaken skill, we'd be all good, but we don't yet. So we're going to do the old run around here and hope that we don't get stunned and get caught. All right, but I mean, stage 30, we really should be doing way more damage than this. Even with this build on this character, we should be doing more damage than this, you know? It's just unfortunate that this is all we're actually doing. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I'm trying to switch my character. Run, 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 run. 3, 4, and 5. Come on now, come on now. And we didn't quite get it done. So that, I mean, that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, her damage just isn't that good. And it's pretty unfortunate that it isn't, you know, and I do feel like that she's just going to be relegated to just being an AC character. So if AC is worth it for you, if you feel that's a good enough reason to purchase this uniform, then I would say yes, buy this uniform. But other than that, I really can't recommend buying, and that's pretty damn unfortunate. So guys, let me know what you think about Domino. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GD+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.